happy Saturday night and happy Pro Volleyball night from the A as the league leading Atlanta Vibe play host to the 3-6 Vegas Thrill. Come on in and stay a while as we are live here inside of the Gas South Arena. I'm Brett Loftis. She's the Georgia Tech Hall of Famer, Keely Evelyn. And these two teams played just 5 days ago. It was the first matchup between both teams in their respective franchise histories. It was a three-setter that went in favor of the Vibe, but it seemed a little bit closer than that, Miss Keely. Columbus, Ohio. Let's welcome in Pro Volleyball. The Fury of 0-2 played their first ever home game here inside Nationwide Arena as they play host to the Supernovas of Omaha at 4-2. Come on in and stay a while. I'm Brett Loftis. Next to me, the Ohio State Hall of Famer, Miss Audrey Flaw. And Audrey, when you look at these Supernovas, 4-2 this season. They played 6 games, which is tied for the most in the league thus far. They've had a new coach as well, but they just keep on rolling. Resilience, this team. Angel Perez told us this week, it's about winning the small battles. You can't worry about the scoreboard early on in the season. I know this would be a big battle to win for him and the Fury tonight. Asia O'Neal, Columbus, first-time winner in their home debut. Welcome home, Columbus Fury. Raynell Jones now serves. Hip A. Wins. Right back to her on the free ball. Set and match point upcoming here in Columbus for the Fury. Able to keep it off the floor with Stringer. Hintz pushes it over. Ronica Stone, the deception, but not to be. A back set to Ronica, dug out by Hintz. And then slammed home by Grace Cleveland. How good is she right now? We called her name a lot tonight. Fran Flory, again, first-year coach, all-time winningest coach in the history of the SEC. Todd Dagenais, we talked to him this week as well, mentioned the legend at UCF that he is. He also coached on the 04 Olympic squad of the USA. Todd, I love something he told us this week. He talked about the future of the Pro Volleyball Federation. He said it couldn't be coming at a better time with this influx of American talent we got coming out of this graduating class of next year, Keely.
Yeah, pretty solid in putting together a team of winners. That was a strong attack, but even better block setup. Van Buskirk getting the close with Kat Bell, shutting down the strong attack by Lazareva. Watch the setup. That's how you read it, own your line, and your middle closes.
Lane Van Buskirk getting the start here tonight. That was her 11th block this season. Leah Edmond. Kylie Murray able to keep it up. Gabby Gonzalez just floats it over. Back to Leah. How do you stop that from Miss Leah Edmond?
It was one of those moments that you felt Edmond was just waiting for a power swing. She looked like she was going cross court, turns the ball line, beautiful bump set delivered by Hintz. That's how you do it.
Leah averaging 17.5 kills per match. Murr just kept that service alive. Kat Bell. Leah, a little off balance. However, a whistle and a violation called on Vegas. A net error is called on the Thrill.
You know, with Bolt 6 system, you're not missing much. At the net, and he touches off the block. This system's amazing for volleyball.
Stringer clipped the tape, didn't have enough to roll on over. That's our third service error of the evening.
Brett, as a volleyball player, you actually work how close can you get to the net to get the dribble over. So Stringer trying to go super close, just missing it on a little bit on her side.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of aggressive serves here tonight as Lazareva wound up on that last one and not able to get it back over. As point will be awarded to the Thrill as they draw back within 2.
Lazareva, that was the connection Again, she was going a little higher, got a faster set, just trying to get the same tempo.
Lazareва took something off on that one, able to get it home. Todd Dagenet says that's what she can do. Those 60% shots are sometimes her best.
Yeah, figuring out the game. She was like, okay, my team needs a kill. This is too long not to get a side out. The set was fast. Lazareva able to get the tip back inside the court.
Berkeley Oblad tried to find the seam, but what a dig that time from Tori Stringer. Hannah Maddox not able to keep it alive, and that last dig from Miss Tori Stringer has brought Keely Evelyn to her feet.
It was the set by Morgan Hentz on the money. Sometimes I just wait for the moment for Hentz's set. She's all the way in deep corner, sending a dime to the right side, Lazareva.
And then an ace from Leah Edmond.
That's how you leave a statement. If you get momentum on your side, after that beautiful set, you come back with an ace. Vibe stealing momentum right now in the first set.
And this Gat South Arena is packed as we've seen it this season. The vibes are being felt down there on the floor by the Vibe. Lecator somehow kept alive from Glass Childress, but not for long.
Lecator was left with the sliver down the line. Not too much to look at. Childress was sitting there for the power shot. Lecator too strong.
Edmond, just a little bit too much that time, as now Vegas will have the service again back within 5. You talk about that momentum, Keely, they need something to go their way right now.
And pretty solid. That was, you know, it's like a hybrid serve. She's going a little top float contact, but if you mishit it a little bit, it will take off.
Shelly Fanning tried to find the campfire. Instead, it found Kylie Murr. Lecator. Member Minute.
Oh, just give her a seam. Anything with tempo. When the setter's at the net, you see Stringer at the net, low and flat. Van Buskirk trying to make the move, getting there, Oblad. So much Lecator, member Mene.
The Georgia Bulldog and the rookie Casey Evans coming in to serve. Gonzalez.
Oh.
How about that? You don't see that every day.
That's one of those moments. You look at everybody on the court and you're like, whose serve was that? Whose pickup was that? Just a little misread. That should have Evans should have come over on that amazing serve and also made that dig.
Perhaps that was the momentum that the thrill needed, as now Gabby Gonzalez goes back to serve. And just like that, sails it wide and back to the Vibe as they're 6 away from taking their 4th consecutive set this week against the Thrill.
You're going to see on a good pass, you got Cat Bell out of the back row. Also, Oblad is a good matchup, but I like the outside Maddox if they can get, and they did not get a good pass. We'll take a miss serve and a side out any day for Thrill.
Now Berkeley Oblad to serve for the Thrill. Lecator, member Mene. Wow.
Oh, just intimidating. Gosh, she hit the last one with the seam. You remember, now she's one-on-one. You can see Childress step in. Gave a lot of line because you're one-on-one. You got to. Thank you, says member Mene.
Hannah Maddox, her first big swing tonight, and Keely Evelyn, that's why you're so high on her.
Oh, I love watching Maddox. I've called a couple matches of hers while she's at South Alabama, and I will tell, if you rewind those matches, I said in each match, Maddox could play pro. I played overseas for many years. You look at a player like Maddox, says she's got game. Cat Bell getting a good setup. Who else has game is Leah Edmond.
Yeah, Leah been playing very well here thus far tonight. That was her 3rd kill already, hitting about just a hair under 20%. Glass Childress had to run it down, not able to quite get to it. As Fran Flory calls her 2nd and final timeout of set number 1. The Vibe have really got it going here inside of Gas South Arena. The Vegas Thrill and Fran Flory. Again, we mentioned it. Fran, over 500 career wins during her time as a collegiate coach. I love a quote she told me actually a couple weeks ago, Keith. I want to get your thoughts on this. She said, what the Pro Volleyball Federation has done has allowed the average volleyball consumer to become a solid and maybe a diehard volleyball fan.
It was one of those things. Once you watch once, you become a fan of at least one player, and then you watch again, you're now a fan of the team, and it becomes addicting watching this type of high-level volleyball in our home nation of the U.S.
And you saw there, Fran Flory, she was talking to a lady in gray sweats. That was Miley McCage. Miley placed on the short-term IR back on February 27th. So obviously the thrill missing her presence on the floor right now. Kat Bell, right into hands, and right down it goes. Another block for that steel curtain, it seems like, up front for the Vibe.
Casey Evans on the bench, loving that block by Stringer, the setter, holding that line strong in that ball to drop in.
Kenna Sauer checks into the ball game the first time tonight for the Thrill, as Yelahasheva still at the service line for the Vibe. Alicia looking for Kat Bell. Kat able to get it home through a couple defenders that time.
That was a wrist set delivery about 25 feet back by Childress to put it on the money. Watch that lean back, wrist setting, get you some of that, even a seam for Kat Bell.
Alicia, we mentioned it, she played in the 2016 Olympics. Not only did she play in those Olympics, she got the best setter award during the 2016 Olympics. And with that last service here, Tori Schringer is going to be at the service line for the set point here for the Atlanta Vibe.
Even though we're toward the end of the first set, it has to start with the passing game. Thrill's got to get back on track on that pass.
Gonzalez kept alive and off the floor by Hintz. Lekator, two-handed push shot. Right down the seam that time from Lane Van Buskirk.
Beautiful dig first on the layout. Get you some of that, Hintz. One hand, watch her recover off the block, making something out of nothing. And then the transition mill attack, Van Buskirk. Get a good pass, Thriller hard to stop.
Leah Edmond, impossible to stop. 25-16, the Vibe take it here in set number 1. 4 straight sets over the Vegas Thrill. And how about the ATL? Playing defense, leading offense, 1-3, doing it all.